Welcome, everybody, to an episode of Creativity Talking. Today, I am still Biff Strange, your engineer, followed by Mr. Rob Armstrong hanging out in the house tonight with your host, Mr. V, talking about episode 136, Ozark, season 4, part 1. Whose idea was that? I don't know. It wasn't mine.
Sounds like something you would do, Biff.
Max profits and viewership.
Exactly.
What's up,
I think Biff had something to do with that.
Right.
Oh, I gotta set you up here because I have a frog in my throat, and if I had to clear my throat out, I'm gonna have to have my
there's so many
my mute button ready so I can see how that. I'm good. Ribbit
for your pleasure.
That's what she said.
Remember that PSA I did? Remember that PSA I did in college? I'm Yosemite Sam for Trojan Rubber.
Yes.
That's funny if the beauty salon heard that next door. They're like, someone's what?
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Green rubbers?
Why, yes, they did.
Sorry, ma'am, didn't need. Well, I meant to offend you. Oh, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Little message from Sam Elliott. Okay. If I don't get nominated for that last damn episode, what I did with that girl in that scene, no one knows what real acting is. Holy shit, dude.
Dude, you're speaking. You got to back up because I know you and Jason have been watching that. I'm only on episode 2.
That's why I'm not saying anything other than it's a scene with him talking to a girl.
Good.
Holy shit, dude! Talk about acting. I
love
that series.
They just buried that Christian woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her daughter died.
Yeah, the one out by the river.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I'm getting into it. Rose is mildly interested. She'll work on computer and I'll have it on in the background. It's like, and the other night when I was watching, she goes, "Is that 1883?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Is that Sam Elliott?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and we're supposed to get slammed with snow here tomorrow. So if I'm sure the country is getting slammed all week with snow. So hey, if you haven't watched 1883, it's a good one to walk up in the blizzard and get up close and personal with your lady.
Exactly, your lady,
or whoever's closest, and whatever in your wheelhouse, bro. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're going to talk about Ozark season 4,
part 1.
Series created by Justin Bateman. And dude, this show is so good.
So good.
It's like I'm like, "Hey Rob, have you guess what? Guess what just dropped today?" "What?"
Part 1.
"What? Ozark?" "Yep, that's right."
Always
like,
on standby.
"Shit, I can't watch it because I'm driving the fucking truck. God damn it." But Ozark season 4, dude, the casting is fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
So we end season 3.
Yeah, that was crazy. I did that. That came out of nowhere.
I did not
see that coming.
Suspect that they were going to do that.
No.
Wham!
And then credits. End scene.
Yeah. And scene.
Yeah, even Roses, when we're sitting next to each other watching it, it's like, "Oh my God."
Right.
I'm like, oh.
So basically everyone right now when the season picks up is in some form of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So they're traumatized because they know they're fucked because they got to work with this cartel guy. And that expands, as we'll get into. And then the other side of it is the internal stuff, with different ways of family. Like she's in the family of the crime.
Yeah.
And that's her brother. And they, this is spoilered, by the way, people. So then they off him.
That was messed up too.
Yeah. And how'd they kill him again?
The hitman.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. So, now you're basically dealing with the fallout of what the hell's going on. And Bateman plays like the perfect psychotic because he's calm.
He is, and he's not a tough guy, which I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a voice of reason.
Yeah. And, I'm waiting for him to fucking just snap. Like for him to go like Wolverine or something and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be the big payoff, I would think. But and then
that was an awesome scene.
Dude. I don't know fuck about fuck. But she is amazing.
She really is.
And her name, I don't want to get it wrong.
Gertrude.
Is Julia Garner, who plays Ruth Langmore. She is Gertrude. Nice. That's not Laura Linney. Laura Linney's in the background.
Yeah.
And boy, what perfect casting with her, because everyone, I mean, and this is no offense to her, and it made a career for her. I mean, she's one of the most trustable actresses. When you see something on television, you're gonna watch it. I'm like, oh, cool, she's in it. It's it's at some level of quality. She's gonna deliver.
Right.
But, dude, she must have been love this fucking show, because she gets to just be, it's interesting because now she's fucking worse than he is.
Well, that was a funny thing that struck me weird was episode 1, because obviously I know Laura Linney and what roles she's played and stuff like that. And then here she is having an affair with one of her partners, or her one of the businessmen that she works with, and they actually have it on videotape and stuff like that. And I'm just like, whoa. This is not the Laura Linney that I'm used to.
You're like, Mom, the apple pie's done in the kitchen.
Yeah. Apple pie.
Because she's that, she had that
American pie.
Right? Oh, I like my pie warm. Hey, there's walnuts in this one. But yeah, no, she's always great. I've always admired her work for sure.
Yeah, she definitely was not stereotyped in this or typecast in this.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into a little bit more of the cast and this fucking bitch, dude.
Oh man,
she is fantastic,
incredible,
just fucking dude, she's great, man. And you believe it 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you've known people like that. I've known people like that. I mean, that
Yep.
She just unbelievable. And the guy who plays her boyfriend, which is the brother or cousin or whatever of Ruth, he actually would have made a good Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like Peter Parker.
Anyway, oh yeah,
I digress. But yeah, look at that, dude. That calm look is now a look of fucking pure terror.
Miss Midwestern.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to kill you with pasteurizing. And then we get into our bads.
Yep.
Which now the cartel leader is the big bad, but now he's a good big bad. And then the psycho fucking nephew who shows up. He's like, can I drink your blood?
Right after I blow your head off.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a really good job too. I can't remember what I've seen him in before though, off the top of my head. And a lot of times when I'm watching a show, I won't look it up because it'll.
Oh yeah, spoil it for you.
Yeah, I'll start thinking about that other thing. But he's really fucking good.
Yeah, he really is. Yep.
I
didn't, I
want to see her play Streetcar Named Desire, man. She needs to do that.
Yeah. I don't remember what the goat reference was to Ben when she went and bought the goat. I don't remember, because she had to have that cookie jar, and it was in relation to.
Well, didn't he want a goat farm or some shit?
I'm not sure, and that's what I was trying to think. If that was what it was, or he owned goats. I don't remember. But yeah, she saw the goat, and it was just like her. She had to have it. Eating goat?
These cookies are really dry.
Shame on you.
Right. But yeah, so that's I mean, okay, so who else do we have here? Oh, and now the crime family, because everyone's in on it.
Yeah.
Junior's a little fuck. He's gonna get killed, I think.
You know, I was thinking that same thing, but one thing that Rose kept wondering about is episode 1 is when they were all in the van, happy-go-lucky, and we're going home, we're going back up to California or Chicago, and then they have the accident. So she's like, where you're going from Mexico, where the chick's head was blown off, to everybody's in the van and they're going home back to Chicago. And then they shoot into washing the brains out of your hair, getting ready for the party. So she kept coming back to what was that car crash at the beginning of episode 1, season 4, and what did that mean? When did that happen? I'm like, I guess we got to watch to find out. So I think it almost seemed like what you're saying, that because I was thinking the same thing, that the boy was eventually going to get offed. And I was actually thinking that it was going to happen this part 1 of season 4. But obviously, if they're all going back to Chicago, then does he get offed in Chicago, or is there something that pulls them back to the Ozarks and then he gets off? I'm not sure. But I was thinking the same thing that you are, that he was going to not make it.
Yeah, because you can't play both sides.
Right,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, so let's start walking through it. Let's start walking through the.
Yeah, I had to hold back because there's a lot of things that
Oh,
really...
for sure. Yeah. Okay, so this is from Wikipedia. Okay, so this is episode 1, directed by Andrew Bernstein, written by Chris Mundy. So in a flash forward, the birds discuss an upcoming FBI meeting in their minivan when they are nearly struck by an oncoming truck, then roll over. In the present, Navarro's guests enjoy the party while Marty and Wendy wash off Helen's blood in the bathroom. At the party, Navarro tells them they are considered celebrities because they convinced the FBI to take down the Lagunas cartel. Navarro introduces his nephew, Javier, who wants to assume the leadership role, and asks him how to persuade Darlene to stop selling heroin. Marty and Wendy claim they are proceeding cautiously because of Darlene's connection to Sheriff Nix. In a meeting with Marty and Wendy, Navarro says Yavi's impatient. Yavi, important to take over and will kill them all if he senses weakness. Navarro asks the birds to broker a deal that enables him to retire with immunity from prosecution. Wendy resists, but Marty agrees to try. Private investigator Mel Saddam attempts to find Helen so she can sign documents related to her pending divorce. Nick visits Helen's home at Saddam's suggestion, where he discovers Javi. Javi kills Nick, then discovers the body of the birds for disposal at their crematorium. Now, I think that private investigator has nothing to do with any divorce.
No, I don't. You're right.
I don't think that has anything to fucking do with anything.
Yeah, we were kind of trying to figure out why he was in the whole thing, and I think you're hitting on something there.
You know, I mean, he had a hard. I mean, you know, he had a hard on for the whole thing, and he, you know, normally when, you know, like he was once you hear something's involved, you would probably back away most likely. If you're just you know, per day PI, you're not going to get involved with that fucking, you know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yep. So to me, I don't know if he's, you know, well, he can't be CIA technically, but so, you know, who's he with?
Right.
Is he with the opposition, the other cartel? You know what I mean? Is he with someone who wants to come into the Ozarks and take over what they're doing? You know, so that's, you know, to me is interesting, because I don't think he was hired for the divorce.
Right. Yeah.
Just happened to be convenience.
Right.
You know, but because he, you know, now that footage isn't there, but if he had any salt, he would have copied the footage on a thumb drive anyway.
Sure.
But yeah, and also too, like with Justin Bateman with his calmness in his character, I think he's remaining too calm now.
Jason
Almost.
Bateman.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. What did I say?
Justin.
Oh, but
you're getting confused with Justine and Jason. So you're
that's
calling him
right,
Justin.
right. Must have been that Halloween picture I saw of him. But I don't know, maybe it's the weekend. But yeah. So, what are your thoughts on that?
On the hitman or the PI?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think there's something not right with the, like you said, the divorce lawyers or anything with the divorce. I think you're right about that. He's got to be having some sort of outside connection with somebody. I just haven't.
Right. Is it another huge case that she's working on, because she seems to be a high-powered attorney in generally?
Right. Maybe. I mean, that could be it. So, but yeah, I'm kind of just, it's one of those that I'm just going to sit on the sideline and see where he comes from type thing, instead of, I know you like to think about every single character and what their angle is and stuff like that, which is cool, but
right, what do they do? What do they do?
I like, again, I'm just going for the ride here. Just let everything fall into place. So.
Right. Well, that's what she said.
She did.
Right. Oh, yes, she did. Let's see. Okay, so episode 2, Let the Great World Spin, directed by Andrew Bernstein, written by Laura Dealey. Mayor has her baby and starts maternity leave. Now, I really like this actress. So
do I. Yeah.
You know, I hope they don't whack her.
You know, I was thinking the same thing, because now that she's got the newborn and everything, I thought that it could go either way. You know, they'll offer, and all of a sudden now she's got a
I'm like,
baby.
Hey, if you want to spin the show off, there's your character to go with right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by Maya. Yeah. Anyway, so Nick's temporary replacement is Lay Guerrero, sheriff of the adjacent county. So in the last episode, Wacko comes up from Mexico, and he basically fucking kills the sheriff while at the prompting of the Jagoff private eye, who's really not working for the divorce thing, and basically I almost did it again. Mr. Bateman. Hey, what do you want? You know what I mean? So Mr. Bateman comes over and, of course, has to help, clean up the blood and all that shit. But
yeah.
So Javi directs Marty to clean Helen's house to hide the evidence of Nick's death. And Javi has to hide when Guerrero arrives and questions Marty. The Birds arrange to sell heroin to a Chicago-based pharmaceutical company that wants to cut costs on raw materials in exchange for a donation in their charitable foundation. Wendy intends to expand the Birds' influence by using the foundation to rig elections and bribe politicians. Ruth becomes Darlene's partner and works with the celebrity chef and casino customer to persuade his friends to use Darlene's heroin. That guy was really good. He played a fucking creep very well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew there just something wasn't right about that guy.
Was he really a Chicago chef?
Oh, I have no idea.
Did he play himself or something like that?
Okay. First of all, if he's a Chicago chef and he's in that good a shape, I ain't fucking eating there. You know what I mean? Hey, is the chef a little big? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, there you go.
I literally walk into hot dog places, dude. And I'll go up and I'll go, hey, no offense, is this Greek owned?
Yeah.
And they'll go, no. I'm like, okay. And I'll turn around and I'll leave and I'll go to the next one, because they have the best fucking hot dog places, man. No kidding. So Ruth becomes Darlene's partner and works with the celebrity chef and casino customer to selling the heroin. Darlene likes the idea of marketing her heroin as a hipster product and declines to participate in Ruth's plan.
Yeah, that's a funny thing because Darlene didn't want anything to do with Ruth because she thought she was working for the birds.
Right.
The birds.
Yeah.
But then she convinced her that, there's going to be designer drugs, designer heroin.
Absolutely.
And then her cousin was playing the part.
Dude, and then he ODs in the fucking restaurant casino.
Restroom, yeah.
Nice.
But that's why he's so fit and skinny.
Yeah.
Not by his food.
Sure. Sure. The guy worries more about his hair than what's on the fucking plate. Hey.
But he had all his teeth too, so.
Right. Well, with Nick's unable to provide protection for Frank Cosgrove Sr.'s trucks, he just declines to distribute Darlene's heroin. Jonah remains upset with Wendy because of Ben's death and begins laundering money for Ruth and Darlene. Maya stays with the birds so she can respond immediately when Navarro is ready to meet when Navarro calls. Maya decides not to go, but Wendy persuades her to make the trip. Okay, so what's going on here? So she no longer has the protection of the truck routes. So she's got no distribution. So she's, they're basically dead in the water with all this product that they have to get rid of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now, is this where she had the serious final talk with this guy? Or is that in the other episode?
No, I think that's the one.
Yeah, so she just fucking basically shoots the guy in the face or in the body, whatever. Kills the guy, and now it's ratcheted up because he's kind of like the local mobby guy who like kind of keeps things, I don't want to say afloat, but like he's like the normal fucking criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, we've been doing this for 100 years. This is our system, blah, blah. So now you're going to get that heat coming on, and who knows who else he's working with.
Right.
And, and then you got the feds coming in and all this other shit. And look at it. They're just fucking scheming. Look at them with their fucking minivan looking fettuccine Alfredo with chicken eating, side of broccoli, Chardonnay drinking, fucking $10 a month sports club, fucking yeah,
Brackley.
Right, they're evil. And I think she's more evil than he is now.
Oh yeah.
It was interesting to see that transition.
Yep.
But it's good to see that what's his name isn't as much as a doormat as he was in season 1, but seems he's
toughening up.
Right. And I think we're gonna find out some type of, I don't know. I'm waiting to find out some type of nugget from his past to what do you call it? To explain his fucking demeanor.
Yeah.
Because it's getting to be a point to where it's totally abnormal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but and then there's the baby. So the baby.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then is this when this isn't the episode when things were resolved from that, correct?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So then we'll go to episode 3, City on the Make, directed by Andrew Bernstein again, written by Marty Zimmerman. On board Navarro's plane, Maya details what the FBI expects from a deal, including prison time. Of course, he doesn't want any prison time.
Who does?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give you all. Oh yeah. Do it. Yeah. Oh, I'm 15 years of evading death every day. Sure, okay. Jonah gives Ben's ashes to Ruth, which angers Wendy. That was hilarious. And Wendy builds an outdoor shrine to Ben, which she shows Charlotte and Jonah. Jonah rejects the overture and resumes laundering for Ruth and Darlene until Wendy turns off the basement's electricity. Getting hardcore. That's when I was like, oh, you know who's going to whack the kid? Mom. Mom's going to fucking kill him. I'm telling you. At the Lazio Motel with Ruth's purses, Ruth rekindles her plan to distribute Darlene's heroin through celebrity chef Carrie Stone. Darlene is angry until she sees how much money they made. Aaron tells Charlotte that Mel was hired by her father and cannot locate Helen. Jonah moves to Lazio to resume laundering. Charlotte meets Aaron in Chicago. Implies that Helen is dead, then reminds Aaron to remain silent about Helen's activities. So she goes there, the daughter, and fucking gets all fucking Chicago mobby and basically threatens the daughter. Like, if you don't shut the fuck up and quit asking questions, you're gonna end up dead like your fucking mother, even though you don't know she's dead. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The river's cold this time of year. But okay, so then it implies that, you know, Helen is dead. Reminds Aaron to remain silent. Marty meets with Claire. The CEO plans to buy Navarro's heroin, and Javier arrives to participate. When he attempts to persuade Senator Schaefer to join the board of Bird's Foundation, Marty hears Javi discuss an upcoming gun sale. Now, that was another, that was just too, it seemed too convenient.
Yeah.
Then he suggests to Navarro that are allowing it to be and he will establish credibility with the FBI. During dinner with the Birds, Javi receives a call informing him the guns were intercepted. Now, do you think Javi's working with the private investigator for maybe trying to, you know, usurp power from the old man?
Yeah, that's an option, I guess. It's a good way to look at it.
Because the junior didn't kill him, right?
Right.
Or kill her.
Right.
It was another guy. So maybe, you know, there might be other shit going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they might be in cahoots with one another. Mm-hmm.
Nice. But let's see. Yeah, that was a little gangster moment for the daughter, though. That was funny. But okay, so episode 4, Ace Deuce, directed by Alec Sakharov, written by John Shebin. At a press conference, Wendy announces planned construction of drug treatment centers financed by the Birds Foundation, and gains sympathy by claiming Ben is missing as a result of a long-standing drug addiction. Yeah, that whole storyline is fucking. That's when she really turns fucking evil to me, dude.
I know it. Yeah.
I mean, she's
in her brother's
evil,
death.
but like now she's just a fucking bitch. Oh,
I know it. Yeah.
Like you're gonna. Oh, my brother's missing, dude.
Yeah. Not only did you have your brother killed, but now you're using his death as he's missing, and she's using it as leverage to get what she wants.
Right, and she's out there on national fucking. That's fucking disgusting. You know?
Yeah.
But so Sam is out of cash and he is banned from the casino. Their little the guy was doing all the the little runs for them. Ruth hires him to manage a Lazy O, which she bought. Episode 1 and fired. Bitch, you're fired.
That was funny.
Get the fuck out my hotel.
Yeah. She's great.
Yeah.
While delivering a heroin shipment to the Shaw Company, Javi tells Marty the FBI recently seized 3 others. So now there's a chain thing, and he like openly said it so someone could hear it. He's smart enough not to say anything like that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't use those words. You know, it's like, so when the interceptor comes over to the Joby, and then you have to go over to the thing, you know, make sure you steal the safe, and then you can go back to the, you know. I mean, there's a little bit too look at me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think there might be, that's why I think there's something else might be going on. And it might not have been FBI seizing those shipments. It could be people posing as the FBI.
Yeah.
Or rogue agents. You know, could be fucking Neil Young out there. You never know. You never know. I don't want you to have that. Carrie and his friends visit the casino with Ruth, which is pretty funny. Carrie overdoses and Ruth saves him with a Narcan injection right in the fucking heart. Give me the keys. What? You're not supposed to be here. Just give me the motherfucking keys. Fucking smash. Fucking smashes open that thing. Kink. And of course, she's fallen in love with the dude.
Yeah.
Because basically he gave her some of the, some of the shit that she's selling. And so she's all fucking wackadoodled.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So she's looking at him like, don't harsh my buzz.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we're here on business. But
Right.
you're harshing my buzz.
You harshed my buzz. Ruth tells Darlene the overdose will not be traced back to her, but Carlene kills Carrie's driver after he makes a blackmail attempt. That was fucking stupid.
Well, I kind of saw that coming as soon as he's like,
oh,
you
yeah.
won't forget me, right? You know, I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, no. I have no idea what you're speaking of.
Yep.
That is crazy. So Mel visits Wendy and Ben's father in North Carolina, who says Ben did not have a drug addiction. Sheriff Guerrero questions Ruth about the overdose. She later questions the birds, and Wendy unsubtly points her to Ruth and Darlene. Unsubtly? The fuck? I don't know. When I'm certain words, man, just look weird to me. But anyway, Javi obtains a police body cam video from the recent seizures and discovers Maya was present. Marty claims it's a coinky dink, but Javi refuses to sell to the Shaws until the Navarro cartel mole is identified. As a stopgap, Marty offers to buy all of Ruth and Darlene's heroin. So now everyone's in the shit together. This is not going to end well. So at that point, things haven't happened yet. I don't want to.
Yeah, you do.
Right. I know.
It's a spoiler show. Yeah, you do.
Right. Oh, yeah. Before people start getting fucking whacked. I'm just trying to think of basically. Okay. So we have the OG team, basically. That's okay. So episode 5, Ellie, directed by Alex Sarakov, written by Paul Colesby. It's not Colby like the cheese. In a flashback, Mel is a police detective caught snorting illegal drugs. So anyway, so we got the fucking PI from Chicago gets caught fucking that was a stupid bust. He was like meant to be caught. So I think he's like a intelligence guy of some kind or whatever. I would think so. That just seemed a little bit too like, I'm in here. In the present, Claire agrees to buy Ruth and Darlene's hair because the viewers are like, okay, yeah, okay. Is that what he did? Okay. Get on with the fucking show. We're good. Unknown to Ruth, Darlene convinces Frank Jr. to distribute it. And now he's going to show them. Wendy blames Jonah after the missing persons posters for Ben appear, and Jonah reveals that Darlene is behind them. Mel tells the birds he spoke to Wendy's father, Nathan, and suggests that Bill killed Helen. Senator Schaefer asks Wendy for an FBI file in exchange for joining her foundation's board. Marty and Ruth attempted to buy the heroin back from 2 dealers to whom Frank sold it. One sells it to them at the premium, but the second refuses. Wendy files a missing persons report on Ben with the sheriff, which was really kind of interesting.
Well, I was just going to ask you about that. This is the episode when the sheriff was. There's a new sheriff.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, is this the episode where they bring in a new sheriff?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Carry on. I don't want to spoil what you were going to say.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay. So okay. Okay, so Wendy files a missing persons report on Ben with the sheriff. Jonah reveals to Darlene that he saw his parents with Sheriff Nick's body, loading it into the trunk.
Oh,
and of
yeah.
course, they had nothing to do with it. They're just trying to get rid of it so they can get Psycho off their fucking back. And he thinks that, they're all behind it and stuff.
Yeah.
And it furthers the divide.
And they did that at Helen's house. Javi killed the sheriff at Helen's house.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So then Schaefer reveals that he learned from the file that his grandson had created software that can be used to rig elections and is not under investigation. Oh, that doesn't happen in real life. In every state. Ruth, Marty, and Claire's security chief visit the second dealer, and Ruth persuades him to sell, enabling Marty to complete the deal with Claire. Darlene has a heart attack while arguing with Wendy, who hesitates before calling the help. That was fucking hilarious.
That was.
I actually thought, I'm like, yeah, she's going down. She's going down. She did.
Yeah, she did.
Dude, what a great fucking show.
Yeah.
And then fucking evil fucking. Yeah, that was great. It's like, oh, is she gonna die? Because that would be funny if that, you know what I mean? But anyway, episode 6, Sangre. Oh, I can't even pronounce this. Sangre sobre todo. Sangre.
Sure.
Sobre todo. I apologize.
Dude, just because I look Hispanic.
Oh, I just figured you might know what the hell it was.
No, I don't actually.
Okay, so this is directed by the amazing Robin Wright.
Yes, I saw that.
And written by Michael M. Chang and Jed Rapp Goldstein. Boy, there's a name. His name was Jed Rapp Goldstein. He was from Sector 5, Zeta Beta 1. He arrived in 3 separate starships. That's okay. Sorry. Maya leads a raid on another Navajo shipment. Jesus fucking Christ. Navarro shipment, but the driver causes casualties by detonating a bomb. Now Rob's got me all fucking conscious. Fucking. No. Navarro tells Wendy Javier was responsible. Darlene is hospitalized following a heart attack and blames Ruth for selling her heroin to Marty without informing her. You did what? Dude, this whole cast is just fucking superior, man.
It really is.
Unbelievable. Darlene refuses Wendy's request to stop Jonah's money laundering. Wendy asks Jim to become the Bird's attorney. At a meeting between Marty May and her supervisor, a senior manager interrupts to say the FBI will deal with Navarro only after proof he was not behind the bombing. Navarro tells Javier he was retiring. The FBI records Marty obtaining Javier's confession to the bombing, which also seemed a little bit, you wouldn't ask that. Javier introduces himself to Jim, who says he works for the Birds, not the cartel. Darlene kills Frank Sr. right in his fucking office after he confronts her about distributing her heroin through Frank Jr. White is appalled and agrees to leave Missouri with Ruth, who tells Frank Jr. about Frank Sr.'s murder and hopes he will retaliate. Wendy schemes to have Jonah arrested, knowing that juveniles are not harshly punished, and to have the state remove Zeke from Darlene's care. To aid in getting Zeke back, Wyatt's proposes to Darlene. The FBI agrees to discuss Navarro's surrender terms. So there's a lot going on here, man.
A lot.
So why don't you talk about how mom wants to set up the boy? She's going for it.
I know it.
Oh, honey, I'm going to make sure you enjoy your time in prison. That's the least we can do.
That's too funny.
Okay. Then we go to episode 7. Episode 7. And that is Sanctified, also directed by Robin Wright, written by Mickey Johnson.
How many episodes? Were there 7 episodes or 8 episodes?
7 episodes in part 1.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're getting 7 on the other side, but
That's what I was wondering too, because
mean we get
the
4
date
more
hasn't been decided as when they're going to release it. It's the last time I checked anyway.
Yeah. Well, there's not enough said about the nice fresh release. That's what I always say.
They did the same thing with Money Heist. They
Right in
did
the middle.
final season part 1 and part 2, and
Right.
then in October they like tune in December when when we resume. I'm like, you mother. But they didn't have any dates listed for part 2 of the final season of part 4 or season 4.
Right. Remember that? The Incredible Hulk will return in March. Fuck! No!
I didn't use those words back then.
Reruns. No? I did.
You rebel.
Right? Okay, so episode 7. Marty recalls his former business partner Bruce mocking Marty's average life. His business partner was a fucking dickhead anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Wyatt tells Ruth he's marrying Darlene. Ruth asks Frank Jr. not to kill her. The FBI lays down unexpected terms to Navarro. In exchange for immunity, he must remain as the cartel head for 5 years to provide intelligence. That ain't going to happen.
Yep.
That's way too fucking dangerous because he'll get found out immediately. Maya is incensed that her supervisors lied about their intent unless he's an agent to begin with. Let's see. Navarro accepts and prepares the return to Mexico, but Maya and local police arrest him. Marty suggests the FBI make the same deal with Javier. Javier tricks Marty into coming into Jim's house, then beats him. Wendy convinces Navarro to tell Javi he was working with the FBI, which stops Javi from killing Marty. It's funny that they just stopped using his full name because they got tired of putting the ER in the description. It's pretty funny. It's 2 extra letters. Javi accepts the FBI's order, but for 10 years. So maybe he's already deep in the shit anyway. 10 years is that's a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Navarro schemes to be released from prison and reclaim the cartel leadership. The Birds intend to return to Chicago, but Jonah refuses. Not. 9. I will not. Javier now goes back to Javier because we're like in the last 2 fucking sentences, but the mid sentence it's Javi. It's Cash Friday in the middle of the fucking thing, and then so
in the middle of my review.
Yeah, we're getting to the weekend. So Javier kills Darlene and Wyatt in retaliation for Darlene's continuing heroin. Dude, just fucking pop.
Yeah, I kind of didn't see. I mean, I saw it coming with Darlene, and I probably should have expected it.
Yeah. I thought she was going to be able to like talk shit for like 3 minutes before he shot her, though.
Right. Yeah.
I tell you, you blah, 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 pow.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like, nope, bye-bye.
Yep. And because you're sitting right here next to her, I got to let you go too.
Right. 2 for 1. That was amazing. And that's the repercussions of that is gonna,
yeah, and then you could hear the baby crying
upside down, Yeah, so Ruth discovers the bodies, and confronts Marty and Wendy with the shotgun. They deny responsibility or knowledge, but Jonah tells her Javier did it. Marty says, Javi.
But that was her Emmy award-winning performance when she went back to
Webster's.
When she went back to the Bird's house to confront them about Darlene and her cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And it just her acting was stellar. It was over the top. It was incredible. And it gave me chills.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I would say The FBI, Maya might get hurt, and she, so we may, if they do a spinoff, so it's her after, going through physical therapy or whatever after she was hurt. But the
Do you think
main,
there would be a spinoff?
I think so.
Huh?
They should. If they don't, it's a mistake, because you can see she obviously has a story.
Yeah.
And the way that they wrote her character, it's a great character. It's not anything other than a great character.
Yeah.
But and also the dynamic with her mom. There's a whole thing there, kind of, that works larger than it should have, because those scenes are smaller.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's to me, it's like, oh, maybe that's what it would seem like to me anyway. But out of the old crew, the original OGs, I believe, this is my prediction, that
I don't know fuck about shit.
It's gonna be the last,
I don't know fuck about fuck.
I don't know shit about fuck. She's gonna be the last one standing. And she's going to be able to get out of town with like $50 million.
Yeah.
And just poof. That's my, because the family's going to get fucking slaughtered.
So I think
save the kids, they put them in federal prison, and then they, 10 years later have, whatever is left,
Yeah. I think Marty and Ruth will end up being the last one standing.
Really?
Well, I don't know about Charlotte though. Charlotte and Jonah. I mean, Charlotte and like we both think that Jonah's gonna be off one way or another, whether it's from
he's either not, if he's not off, he's gonna be working directly for the FBI, and that's
oh yeah,
you know what I mean, just because of his smarts. But
right.
What you drinking there, pal?
Tea. Apple juice.
Nice.
Actually,
that was my urine sample.
I got this for my birthday gift from my buddy Mo and my buddy Jay and their mom, or Jay's mom.
Nice.
Along with a few cigars, which I had one yesterday.
Nice.
It was nice. It was really nice.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So what are your thoughts of what do you think's going to happen? Because this is the final season of Ozark. I don't know why they canceled. Probably because everyone wants more money, but
yeah. Well, I mean, the funny thing is that they could get the money.
The story is the amount of the story. So
right. Again, I mean, either Ruth will get off right away, which I hope not. I mean, the way you see it, with a spinoff, that would be great with Ruth. But I don't think Marty was going to be killed off.
Oh, sorry. Part 2 is only 4 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Sorry. No, it'll have 7. I'm sorry.
Oh, we'll have 7. Okay.
Yeah, Ozark season 4 will have 14 episodes in total. That's how dyslexia works. Ozark part 1 and part 2 will both have 7 episodes.
Okay. But yeah, I think that FBI chick is gonna shoot down
Maya,
the mom.
Oh, the supervising FBI?
Bird, Mrs. Bird. What's her first name?
Bird. Bird is the word.
Exactly.
Bird.
Marty's wife.
Oh, you mean
Mother of the Year?
Yes.
No wire hangers, mommy.
But I think the FBI agent's gonna shoot her down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shoot her down as in with a bullet, or
yeah.
Oh. Doing what? Trying to kill her kid?
Um,
Oh.
that it remains to be seen. I think maybe it's going to be law of the jungle, kill or be killed type situation.
Mhm.
So I really don't know what's going to go on with Charlotte or Jonah. Jonah might be cuffed and be let out to prison somewhere. Might same thing might happen to Charlotte. Marty, I don't think he's going to be killed off, but I don't know. I just don't see him going to jail either. But
Yeah.
I think Ruth is it could go either way. She could get gunned down easily, but she could also be the one that sneaks out the back door with all the money.
Yeah, dude, she's a survivor. She's like a fucking cockroach in shit.
Right. Yeah.
She's got,
And not only that, but she's got nothing to lose.
right.
I mean, her
And
family
it's
is
not like a
gone.
loser character that's fucking surviving. It's the strongest character on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it definitely be interesting to see how part 2 pans out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
I could be wrong about everything.
Right. So sometime, hey Rob, if you go like this, it looks like you're a pilot. Oh, if you look to your right, we're flying over the plains of Illinois, where there's nothing but soy and corn and bodies buried from the Chicago Mafia from the years 1941 to 1973.
If you're afraid of heights, just look up.
Yeah. And if you're bored, ask the person next to you if they've been. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh yeah. But,
So to your original question, 12 cups.
oh, Well, I expected more. I bummed that they split the season up because that's a business move.
Oh,
to make
yeah.
more money. That
True.
annoyed me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with 10 cups just because of that.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna have to
That annoys
say
the
the
shit out of me. Just put the fucking whole thing out.
Right. Exactly. I'm glad that it's 14 episodes because if it was 10 episodes, then it would have only been,
Right.
So,
I mean, they're going. I mean, they can reclaim those 2 extra cups.
right. Exactly.
With ease. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad thing. There's still it's A.
Yeah. Part 1 got 10 cups, but
Yeah.
they could redeem themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you get a pot of coffee with a shot of an espresso,
A red eye
equals 2 12 cups. So it can redeem itself.
Yeah.
Now,
And that's how I
imagine the
feel.
pressure. I mean,
Yeah. They're relaying the part 2 solely on us and our review of the show.
Yeah. No, but imagine the pressure, like as the showrunners, creators.
Right.
I mean, having a show that it could have ran for 10 years, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I respect that they didn't do that to tell the story that they wanted to tell.
Right. Yeah.
And they didn't milk the cow. You know what I mean?
The cash cow.
Right. That ain't a cow. What? Boy, it took forever for the milk to start going. Boy,
I knew you were going there.
Yeah.
I knew you were going there.
That ain't a cow. What?
We got a bull in back.
Yeah.
What is it about good sex that makes you want to take a crap? Think you knocked something loose, Tiger?
Tiger King.
Fuck you, Carol Baskin.
No, we are not going to review Tiger King.
Yeah, the second one is.
I didn't watch it. I refused to watch. I watched like maybe 15 minutes of the first episode.
I'm like, first season.
No, I watched the entire first season.
Yeah, that nothing will ever top the fucking weirdness of that.
Right.
It's so bizarre that there's people out there like that.
But then I find out that season 2 was just he's still in jail. I'm like, then why are you? Oh, I get it. I know why you're having season 2. It's because it's a cash grab.
Oh, of course. You know, it's like when people call me weird, and I'm just like,
Do you know me?
ay. But yeah. So, what else are you watching?
Well, aside from I did finish Kings of Not or Mayor of Kingstown.
Great.
I started watching brand new cherry flavor. It's on Netflix.
Pardon me?
Brand new cherry flavor. It's on Netflix. It's has to deal with I don't want to use the word witchcraft,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about this girl that goes out to California and she wants to make her little short film into a real film, like a feature film.
Yeah.
So she's meeting these people and producers, that sort of stuff, and they're showing the one guy actually saw her little movie and he hands her a contract. Well, he burns her, and now that's when she goes to see the witch, I guess, for lack of a better word, and puts a curse on him. And it's very intense, very dark, and it was really cool. It's like maybe I think that one was like 8 episodes. I got Rose right into that right away.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a limited series. It looks like there's going to be season 2, and so we watched that. I started, just for shits and giggles, I started watching Evil. It's I think that's on actually CBS, but we stream it so we can watch episode after episode.
Yeah.
But I forget who's in that offhand. But what else did we've watched? It's funny.
I am gonna watch the new Fraggle Rock. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Right after you watch Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. What I did watch, they just posted a new episode. Is Reframed, Marilyn Monroe. This is a documentary on Marilyn Monroe, unlike any other that you've seen.
Interesting.
It's very well done, and you get to see the other side of the business minded.
Right. Oh, okay.
Marilyn.
Yeah.
Then of course I'm watching the Peacemaker.
That looks too corny and cheesy for me.
Oh, dude, it's fucking hilarious. It is hilarious.
So it's meant to be like that.
Oh yeah, it's totally satirical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I might have to watch it then because I thought it was just,
dude. And the soundtrack is 80s hair metal, and it's fucking great, dude. What they do, they make it part of the character of the show, and it's just fucking.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
I watched Boba Fett.
Oh, I'm watching Boba Fett too. You caught up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
When's a new episode come out? Like Wednesday at midnight, or?
Yeah, they drop it. Yeah, I think it's on Wednesday night.
Because Mandalorian was Friday, which obviously was Thursday at midnight.
Yeah.
But and I would usually watch it Friday, but for some reason I'm like, I went to my streaming service and it was there. I'm like, oh, this must come out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I also watched Slugfest, which is like a bunch of 10-minute documentaries on DC versus Marvel over the years.
Oh, okay.
Watching Naomi on the CW. That's kind of lost interest in that, but I'm a big Superman freak, and it's about a girl who's got a blog about Superman. And
I see your statuettes behind you.
Yeah, and I stopped watching Joe Pickett because I wanted it to be good.
Nah, disappointed.
It's good, but it's not on the level of stuff I've watched recently, like Yellowstone.
Oh yeah,
Robbie G's favorite show.
Yeah, and his favorite episode of your podcast.
Yes, he loved it. He says he just listens to it on loop. over and over. What's happening, man?
Who's his Beth Dutton?
Yeah. Oh, I watched. What was the movie I watched last night?
Have you tried Cowboy Bebop?
My kids used to watch that show, but I haven't seen an episode.
No, that was the
The
anime.
trailer looks badass.
That was the anime. They actually have
Yeah.
an actual series of it now. I can't get into it. I watched like 4 episodes and I'm just like forcing myself to get interested in it. I
Right.
just can't do it.
Yeah, I watched Adrian Brody's Clean, where he plays the garbage man.
Oh, you didn't watch the other one that I was telling you about? Where
I don't
they
know. This came
the
out yesterday.
vampires?
Which one?
Chapelwaite.
What happened?
I thought I told you about that. It's called Chapelwaite.
That's probably why I had it. I had him in my head, and then I saw it posted, and I just clicked on it.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, is that because he's got blood on his face? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that was really fucking good.
What is it called?
Clean, and I believe he directed it too.
Clean. Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, he plays this garbage man, and but anyway, and then I watched another documentary called The Ventures, Stars on Guitars, and it's about the band The Ventures.
Oh, okay.
And that was pretty good. And
The Ventures, that's beach music.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right. Hawaiian music.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've watched. Yeah, I'm trying not to watch as much as I have. I have other interests abound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Like I said before we went live, I was telling you that I started watching 1883.
Yeah.
But I'm only in episode 2. So I need to get back up to snuff with you guys in that regard.
That's a good show.
But I did watch Cobra Kai. And they do a lot of flashbacks to the original movies and stuff.
Oh, really?
So they actually bring back the actual original characters, the actors.
Yeah.
From 83 or 80, whatever year they were.
Pat,
But,
you look great.
They actually go to his graveyard.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But they actually, when Ralph Macchio went over to Japan and fought that one kid, he actually comes back to the show. And because Ralph Macchio goes over to Japan to do kind of like a spiritual thing and runs into him. He runs into that Japanese girl that he had the hots for back then. So she had a small part in Cobra Kai. So everybody comes back. Everybody, the bad guys from the Cobra Kai camp back then, they make an appearance. So it's really cool.
Still holding a grudge from a champion.
They are
43 years ago.
They are. It's pretty, but it's I enjoyed it. So Rose enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
I remember watching Karate Kid and eating bottle caps. Remember?
Yeah.
You guys have that out by you? The bottle caps?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
We had Pop Rocks too.
Nice. Give them to the cat. Even better, put it in the fucking the cat box. Watch him really fucking freak out.
I never would have thought of that.
You're welcome. We're not telling people to do that, just so you know. It's
Exactly. Yeah. Or the other things with Alka-Seltzer when you go to the beach.
Right.
But I can't. Let's see what other. I mean, it's one of the. Oh, I just finished Bosch last night. The final season of Bosch.
Dude. I want to do a Bosch episode. That's a fucking great fucking show, man.
It really is, yeah.
One of my favorites, and I was a fan of the books as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then, and they're continuing on with a
Titus?
show after. But people haven't watched it, and we just do spoiler reviews anyway. So fuck it. So we're gonna spoil it. So after the end of the Bosch show, there's gonna be him where he's not a cop anymore.
FBI agent.
And they're already in production.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and it's the same team basically.
With RJ?
Yeah. Well, creatively, and
okay.
you probably have people like rotating in and out.
J. Edgar, I mean, not.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get killed.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. He just seems to have bad luck that way.
He does.
Character.
Yeah.
I like him, but who knows what will happen to the chief? Bosh. How many times have I told you?
He was great.
Yeah.
It was funny because I'm watching the final episode. And that's one of the shows that Rose never got into, Bosch, even though it's like 7 seasons. But I'm like, man, I only got one more episode left. I think I'm just going to watch it because she was doing whatever she was doing last night.
Titus Welliver.
Yeah. So then the chief is walking down the hall. Hey, that's the guy from
Fringe.
No. John Wick.
Oh, yeah.
Because she loves John Wick.
Hello, Mr. Wick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Welcome
that
back.
show should be coming out shortly, I guess. The Continental.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is he going to be on it?
I believe so.
Nice.
I believe so. And Mel Gibson, apparently.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
But who knows if what's his name's gonna be on there?
He's great.
Oh, dude, he's awesome. Yeah.
Sorry,
This is the way
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, my buddy Peter Rubin, who does visual special effects, he went to acting school with him.
acting.
Yep. Acting. What is it? It's what do you call it?
John Lovitz.
Thespian. I am a thespian.
Stop it.
But oh my god! So one day I did a whole thing on that, and it's funny because I remember a joke that I told on Christmas in like 1998 on Christmas, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever, dude. Me and Frascati, and who's Frascat, him, his daughter, Jenna, dude, we peed our pants for like 2 hours laughing over that. Oh my god.
Thespians.
But yeah, But yeah, Ozark. Too bad that's. I'm sure they're like throwing money at him. Like if they don't give Bateman a huge fucking development deal, they're idiots.
I know it.
Because he definitely. I mean, if he's got any other ideas, I'm sure they're gonna be just as well thought out.
Right.
The writing team has been phenomenal.
Indeed.
There hasn't been any really. That's what I like about the shortened seasons now that all the shows are doing. You don't need a bullshit filler show.
Right. Yep.
Like, fuck, dude. Episode 16, the fucking prop guys are tired, effects is tired, everyone. Okay, can we do something where
Okay. So they go in the mine and the tunnel collapses, and it's a whole episode of exposition of exfoliating the drama of the series.
You didn't see Dexter, did you?
I have not watched one fucking episode of that show.
How come?
Because everyone liked it.
It's a tough show.
Same thing with Game of Thrones, though. But then I watched one episode, and I'm like,
yeah, but you cannot watch.
and then two
Dexter
episodes.
New Blood.
Episode 2, I'm like this.
Yeah.
Then episode 3. Yeah, episode 4, I'm like,
That's how we were. But it took 3 seasons to get there.
oh, dude, I'd fucking do the whole thing like I was orchestrating the orchestra when the theme song would start. And
Oh, I got to dig it out because Rose does her like a flamenco twinge on the intro music. She'll come out and she'll do all the dancing, but she'll do it kind of like a flamenco style. I got to dig that video out.
Absolutely.
And she loves that. I don't know if I ever told you, we found a cello version of the Game of Thrones themed song.
A green cello version?
Oh, a cello version.
Yeah, I know. Green cello.
Cello. But we played it for the entrance music for when we got married.
Oh, nice.
So it was like, and then she's just doing her bridal march. And it's like an extended version. It's like a 6-minute song as opposed to like
I've heard that. Yeah,
but yeah, it's
very nice.
She loves that song. She loves it, and it was great for the wedding. So, but on the beach,
nice.
But I'll have to dig that out. Her dancing.
Everyone listen to the Game of Thrones theme, and like they're all looking around at the wedding.
Yeah, is this night going to be the red wedding? Is it?
Hey, no one looks agitated, do they?
So, but, okay. Let's see what else have I watched besides. I mean, I watched the first 5 seasons, 7 seasons of Dexter, the original, and then so True Blood is kind of like that, or the young whatever it's called is the new spinoff from that, kind of like a giving closure to the original Dexter.
Right, yeah, because no one liked the last episode of it.
No, there was no closure.
Yeah.
So this one was.
Well, no, it's an entry wound.
It's just you said.
They're supposed to be gashing wounds.
But let's see, what else have we watched? As far as like seasons are concerned, that's a classic. That was a good meal.
Yeah, Portillo's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that cake.
Oh, dude, it's the best fucking cake on the fucking planet. Oh my god.
Ain't gonna lie.
Right? Yeah. The secret ingredient is
mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so dude, yeah. So Taylor Sheridan, also he's the guy behind Mayor of Kingstown.
Yep.
It's a great fucking show. We're gonna
do
that one as well. But man, what's gonna happen on the second season of that is, I mean, you know what I mean? Like that would be a perfect series just to run for 3 years and then bail.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure Mr. Renner is busy.
Yep.
Because he's there's also Hawkeye, but
exactly. I was just gonna say that.
But he might get whacked at who knows.
He might get whacked.
Or he might lead West Coast Avengers. We shall see.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But So anything coming out here that you're interested in?
We keep searching on it. We got Amazon Prime, we got Netflix, and we got Hulu, but we also have a different streaming network which has first run movies and stuff like that, first run TV shows. So I'm keeping an eye out for something new that comes out that kind of sparks my interest. I started watching C with Jason Momoa. Just can't get into it.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it either. You know what I mean? It's it was almost too much because I was watching his Canadian show, then all the DC stuff, and then that. It just seemed to be a bit too close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? like in tone or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, just couldn't get into it.
You ever watch Peaky Blinders?
You know, I've heard about it and I have not given it a try.
Dude, that's a good fucking show.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would equate it to, it's basically Sons of Anarchy in fucking 100 years ago in Ireland.
Really?
It's the Irish, street mob, the potato mafia.
They didn't have motorcycles back then.
Mafia. What's that?
They didn't have motorcycles back then.
Right. they rode around in their whiskey carts.
Hey, Rob, do you know why Irish bean soup only has 239 beans in it? Because if it had one more, it'd be too farty.
Oh, man. And on that note.
Right.
All right.
On that note.
When you know it's time to wrap up the podcast and you're hanging with your buddy and what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell a fart joke.
That's what you do.
Here at Vaudeville Press and Creativity Talking, that's what we're all about. Love you, buddy.
Love you, man.
Have a good one, everybody, and we will see you later, people.